Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I've got two exciting quick unboxings to do for you guys and gals today. And first I have to say thank you to my channel members, thank you subscribers, and thank you patrons for making this what it is. You guys are so awesome. By the way, this is the Kizer Cormorant version 2, and I know every time that it drops and becomes available, it sells out really quick. Well, it's available right now, and I'll put a link in the description, and you get 10% off my discount. Just saying. Just saying. So let's get in here and check these out without further ado. And we have uno and dos. Very nice. And I am very excited to check these out. And you know what? I've been reusing, reduce, reuse, recycle. I've been reusing these bags for shipping stuff to people. I do a lot of giveaways, and there's no sense in cutting through them, right? So there's one, and bam, there we go. Which one are we going to do first? Meeny, miny, mo. I'm going to pick this one. All right, let's see which one it is. This one is the Feist, and it's micarta WH. This might be the Stormtrooper that I'm hoping to see, and I know a ton of people, a literal ton of people love the Stormtrooper edition of knives. And of course, these are from Mojave Outdoor. Thank you, Mojave Outdoor, for sending these along. Oh yeah, here we go. Are you ready for this? And check it out. They actually sent a couple of bits. It looks like a T8. It looks like a T8 and a T6. Look at that. How about that? I mean, would you look at it? And some extra hardware. Look at those tiny little screws. Oh, check it out. Now, this is the coolest thing ever. Are we sealed? No. They sent an extra set of scales with this, and I am going to see my first white micarta. What? You got to be kidding me. It's like going to be impossible to see the texture on this stuff. What? Holy moly, this is white. Would you look at it? Just look at it. It's white. I mean, snow white micarta. And there you go. There's your black and white look for the Stormtrooper. Let me get this out of the way. There we go. And it came with a set of extra scales that look like they are the exact same thing. I'm going to double check and make sure they're not G10. And no, they are not. Let me see if we can do some contrast here. Can you even see? I mean, I've never had trouble giving texture vision before, but what in the world? The camera's like, dude, I can't do it. She just can't do it. It's white micarta, and it has a good texture. I'm going to keep these clean because I'm probably going to dye these a different color. And now that is the coolest thing ever. They give you an extra set. You ready to see the blade? Let's see if I can do the over the top. Oh, yeah. So I have some really cool stuff I'm going to show you about the Feist. But here's a good look at it. And wow, I mean, that is pretty cool. If you like the whole Star Wars and Stormtrooper thing, that's pretty cool. I mean, you could set that on your desk. I mean, that could be just a look piece. Let me wipe this off. Now, before I keep just gawking at this thing, I got to remember to tell you, this is the first run of these, and they are released today. The day you're watching this, if you're watching this, the release date of this video, they were released today, and there's only 200 released on this first release. I mean, there's going to be more in the future, but if you want to get in on it, you might want to do that. And there's your model number, V3499EF. And it's CPM3V. This is a blade steel that's usually used in like heavy duty bushcraft knives. So yeah, this is going to be like as tough as you'll ever need for a small gentleman office carry type knife. And that's what this is. I'll get into that more in here in just a second, but let's go all the way across. And I don't even know that you're going to be able to see anything at all. Maybe, just maybe a little bit of texture vision. It's what I was trying to get in there, but I mean, it is so clean. Holy moly, that's clean. It's very definitive. Look how clean the look is. Did I mention it was clean looking? But I mean, check that out. Have that in your pocket. Put that in your pocket. Going all the way around. It's very nice. Are we centered? The contrast is killing me. It is centered. And how about our lockup? And I'll tell you what, the lockup's good. The nice thing about this is you can go, I have a video and I'll put a link right up here. If you want to see what it looks like on the inside, I have a disassembly video on the Kizer Deadpool Feist, which is this one right here. Exactly the same. Except for that, this is a different color, obviously, a different color micarta, and this one has the holes. But I have something else I'll tell you here in just a second. And by the way, these are, man, there's so much going on with Kizer right now. These are back in stock. Everyone was trying to get them. They're back in stock. And I'm going to tell you right now, I absolutely love this knife. All right, so getting back to this one, all the specs, all the good details, if you want those, you could go to the video that I link up there in the little linky doodad, and you could go see all the specs, size comparisons, disassembly, all that fun stuff. Look here, you have the Feist, and this one is number 75, and it's a Lundquist design. It's a very clean knife. This is one of those ones you can have at the office. I mean, as long as it's allowed. But it's not a scary knife. It's not a big knife. And I'll put it up against a couple other ones, but let's go ahead and get this other new one out and check it out real quick. Let me zoom in. A little bit of zoomage action. And I'll tell you, when I first got my first Feist, and I do have a couple different ones to show you, I was like, I don't know, this knife might be too small. It turned out to be an awesome smaller carry knife. I love it. And if you like to fidget, like I know a lot of you do like to fidget with the fidget factor, then you're going to love having one of these bad boys. So check this one out. I mean, check it out. Oh, look at here. Extra set of hardware. Dude, I'm liking the extra hardware. This is pretty cool. Pretty cool. This is the Burlap micarta. Micarta. Love me some micarta. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Put this dude over here just for a second and give you a look. So this is the one. Now, here's the thing about this. They both cost, if you use my discount code, they'll run you 89 bucks. And of course, there's discount codes and links and all that stuff in the description. But this one you can get with the holes or without. So you have the option. So it depends on which look you like. So here's this side and here's this side. And I can show you the texture vision on this one. It looks like it has a ton of texture, but it does not. It's kind of slick. So all of that good looking texture that you can see there, you can't feel it. It's, I mean, it's not like, not, it's not that slick, but it's kind of relatively smooth, just saying. Let's see what the blade looks like. Oh, light detent. But if you don't have a light detent on these, the front flippers like this, they're going to be difficult. They're going to rip your thumbs up. So I'll go over the action, the ergos here in just a second. But giving you a good look. There's this side. Man, that's a nice looking knife. Let me wipe it off. There we go. And here's this side. Very attractive. Very attractive. But I'm going to zoom out and we'll show you a little bit. So is this one centered? Of course, you know it's already centered. It has a nice strong tip. And you know the thing about this is not your messing around blade steel. This is not going to mess up on you. This is the kind of stuff you see on the heavy duty knives. Now this one in particular, its detent isn't as strong as the other ones. I'm sure it's always going to vary, but look at that. I mean, this is just a fidget monster and you can flip it open, flip it, flick it. And I'm just going to do them both at the same time here to show you. This one actually has this white micarta, which I can't show you the texture of. It has a better, I'm just calling it a little more tactile feel. You can feel that micarta. It feels so good. It feels, more of the fabric-y. This one has a really good detent. And of course, it's going to be different with every one you get from a factory. But man, these are so cool. Let me do some quick size comparisons. And while I throw some up here real quick, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and support the channel because you don't want to miss what's coming up on Beez Blades. So I'm just going to throw a few up here because in the video that I'm telling you about where I do the disassembly, I do a lot of size comparisons. But just showing you these two versions and then also the Deadpool Feist. Look at that. Is that not cool? If you're a collector, there's a lot of people that collect these, and man, there's three awesome ones right there. Now, I gotta say, this video is kind of fun for me because I'm all over the place, because normally I have a very strict format I go by, but because I already have the disassembly, and I've already done a few of these, three or four, then I can be free with this one, have a little bit of fun with it. So here's the Kubi Royal, the KU321, and here's the Kubi, the Petrified Fish Mini Beluga. Now see, it's a small knife, but it's not that small. So if you have a beluga or a royal, you can see, okay, just a little bit smaller. It's easy. I mean, it's great in and out of the pocket. It's absolutely fantastic. You can't even tell you're carrying a knife. And here's the Civivi Lumi. If you have a Lumi, now you have an idea. I was going to say you got an idea. I get corrected by the grammar police. And there we go. The Spyderco Delica 4. Now, Delica 4 has a little bit on it. Just a little bit. And have you been wanting this one, or did you just get this one? Did you get in on that? The Kizer original? Yeah, by the way, The black and the green are available right now at the time of me posting this. They're available, and there's 10% off my discount. Just saying. Just saying. There's the Kizer Cormorant. So, you know, it's a small knife, but it's really not that bad. It's not that small. And here's a different version. Here's a drop point version. Now, this one, today, at this moment, I don't think is available. It's going to be the same size. This is also a Feist in the denim micarta. And let's put this one up here. How about the CJRB Milea? Do you have one of those? Do you have a Milea? Everyone has a Milea. And how about the QSP Penguin? Because everybody has to have at least one version of the Penguin, right? So now you know, right? Now you know. But getting back to the whole following, there is a huge, like a cult following with the Kizer Feist. Folks that absolutely love them, absolutely follow them. And, you know, when a new one comes out, they want to know about it. So that's part of why I've got this video out there. And if you've never seen the Feist, well, like I said, I have a couple videos you can go check out that have all the stats, all the details. You know, I always do specs in less than 60 seconds. I'm not going to do it today. Not doing it. Not going to do it. I think it's really cool that you do have the option of getting the holes if you like that. You know, like I said, there's a lot of collectors that like these. You could get it with or without. Having that option, I think, is absolutely amazing. And the fact that they put extra goodies and doodads and bits in there, are you kidding me? Extra bits? That's freaking amazing. These are sweet knives. I absolutely love them. The ergos are fantastic on them. And let me see if I can zoom back out. There we go. The ergos are great. You know, my hand, you already know if you watch my videos, 4 inches, 3.5 from the bottom of my palm to the end of my middle finger is 7.25. The ergos are great. I mean, even a full-size hand, you have plenty of room because it's such neutral ergos. There's no hot spots. It's easy in and out of the pocket. You have a nice snappy pocket clip. One downside is you don't have a reversible clip. So not necessarily any lefty love going on there. That would be one downside. If you want to call it a downside, depends on who you are. And then the plunge grind stops about right. If we get our focus going on. Yeah, see that white is playing with the camera. There you go. The plunge grind is a little, let's do this. There we go. Now you can see the plunge grind. You do have a little room to sharpen before you get to it, but it's a very flippy, very fidgety knife. Like this one doesn't have the strongest detent. This one here has a little stronger detent. And then the Stormtrooper, it has a really nice detent. So it all depends, you know, you can tighten down the pivot. There's some different things you can do to tighten the detent. But if you want one of these, you know, it's all you. You've probably seen the Feist. And if you're new to the knife community, maybe you haven't. You tell me. Do me a favor, make a comment. Tell me what you think about the knife. And if you don't have any comments about the knife, then, you know, tell me what you had for breakfast. That's how you support the channel. If you're not a member or if you're not a patron, you know, just say hello. Tell me hi. I really appreciate it. I love the interaction with all you. So until I talk to you next time and see you again, and if you have any questions, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.